Wanda is considered one of the most passionate and positive people you'll ever meet, both personally and professionally. Her inspirational mentoring, sales, and customer service training has dubbed her to be Wanda D, the Motivational Queen. She launched Wanda D TV, a revolutionary online real estate talk show where local businesses and community leaders discuss their services, issues, and concerns. Wanda is passionate about helping people achieve their goals and dreams. She has gone on to pursue many passions, including her I Am Enough talk show, having a seat on the West Georgia Board of Realtors, author of inspirational and motivational books, and also a strong supporter of several nonprofit organizations within her community. Wanda believes that there's no such thing as bad decisions, only regrets of not making the right attempt. For speaking engagements or to book her for your next event or conference, please visit www.IamEnough365.com.
Go through with PTSD also. I'm ex-military, but I learned how to turn it into microphone techniques. So I'm gonna freestyle and then I'm gonna tell y'all a little something, because Wanda D told me to freestyle. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Hard with the drums. I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I come from the boogie down, south side of town. MCs like me, we come incredible. See, I've been spending so much time in my head. Grab the microphone. Did you hear what I just said? I got skills. Rocking on the mic, I pay bills all the time. Rapping on the beat with the rhyme. I'm coming off the top of my mind. I do this all the time. This is how I unwind. I am enough.
I am enough.
Sing it. I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Times right now totally rough. Every time I'm dealing with this stuff, I grab the microphone and I don't bluff. And when I hold the microphone, I'm like the bluff. Sit back and watch the crowd rock. I grab the microphone non-stop. Blast the microphone is, I got a bonus to grab this mic and do just what I like. Too much hesitation, I had to take a turn. Sit back, relax, so I can unwind. Messing with my mind. Now I gotta come out here and show this one time that I could unwind. Say a little stuff that was on my mind. And this is how we do. Are y'all with me? I'm with you too. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Come on, times are tough and you know it's rough, but say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Say, I am enough.
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 I
I'm from the Bronx, baby. Alright.
In the 8C.
Y'all better say it. Y'all better say, I am enough. I am enough. It's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, your accountability coach, helping you get it done. And today we are about the business of our day 10 of our beautiful, beautiful Black History celebration. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the I Am Enough talk show where your dreams matter. And you know what? I had to play that song every day because that do something to me, and I'm hoping in that it does something to you. Because when you look in the mirror, you better be saying, "I am enough. I am enough. I am enough." Yeah. And I don't know if y'all caught that, but MC Class, that was a live band, and they was like freestyling. Everybody was freestyling. So when something works for you, you better make sure it works for you. I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome again. Do me a favor, if you're tuned in on subscribe button, hit that bell so when we go live, you'll get the notification. Also, if you're watching on Facebook, please share this information out. You know, Facebook is changing their algorithms, and you can't do watch parties. So I need you to just share it out right now. Invite your people, maybe tag some people into the feed and let them know that we're on. This is our Day 10 Black History Month celebration. Is titled We Are Black history. So, of course, I got some beautiful, beautiful Black folks stopping by to add their value, to uplift your spirit, to let you know what their purpose is, and how they're on point of serving, because that's what we do. As a community, we have to serve one another through our gifts, our talents, our efforts every single day, every breath we take. It's got to be intentional of how can we win. So, let me just tell you about some things going on before I bring on my guests. On the 14th, which is this Sunday, we're having an event on our I Am Enough talk show called Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? This is a celebration of food, love, wellness with the one and only Chef Antonio L. Smith, celebrity chef, my partner in crime. He is going to be cooking it up. We're going to have a powerful power networking event. There's going to be gifts, there's going to be prizes, there's going to be giveaway. And this is live, a live event, private location. You can come join us. You can come break bread with us. The cost is $40. You need to reserve. The tickets will go off sale on Friday. So you have until Friday to lock your spot. So I want you to pay attention to that. Now, if you're too far away and you just can't make it to the A, you can tune in and watch, and you can get some tips because he's going to show you how to pair wine, partner wine. We're going to be mixing cocktails. It's going to be a great time, and that is our Love Day celebration. And also on March the 5th and 6th, the World Women's Conference and Awards will present to you a conference. This is a 2-day conference. It's titled Unleashing the Power. It's going to be packed with information, with knowledge of how to better market your business, how to be a better leader, whatever it is in life. We want to help you win during this conference. This is a global organization, but we're kicking off the conference right here in Atlanta. I am I'm part of the media and promotional team here. I'm also going to be facilitating a workshop that day. But there's going to be so many nuggets that you can pick up. So I encourage you to go and look up the event, see what's all going on, see who's going to be involved in this event. And then on Saturday, so this is a two-day event. On Saturday, we're going to have an expo. So if you, yeah, you, if you are a person with a product, it can be a digital product, it can be, you can have a brick and mortar business, but you need to get more hands-on. Perfect if you're into any type of network marketing. Come and join us, participate, be one of our vendors, and showcase your business on our platform, which gives you a global experience because we're right now currently in 7 continents around the globe. So that's huge, and I definitely want you to be a part of that. And lastly, we just dropped our book. Yay! It is titled Wake Up Winning No Matter What, Volume 2. We had our kickoff on, what was that? MLK weekend extravaganza. Big, 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 big celebration. So now we're about the business of selling books. I'm going to be starting a book tour, maybe in your town near you. You never know. But I want you to connect with us. Go check out our website. You can see all of the authors. You can purchase a book from any of the authors because all of their information is right there. Because see, what I do is I help people win. This is not about me. This is about serving and serving you the best way I can. And I can only do that through my gifts and talents, which is definitely in media and communications. So, without further ado, let me just tell you about this brother that I'm about to bring to you. Now, this king right here, I call him Mr. Get Down and Lay Down because that's what he told me. How he introduces himself. It's time to get down. You got to get down or lay down. We did a conference together. It was in the space of cryptocurrency, wellness, or I shouldn't say wellness, but wealth building. And I just really like the way that he brings the message. And like he said, I just had a little short conversation. He said to me, I don't care how people learn about cryptocurrency. I just want them to learn. So if you are interested in different programs, they have different services, products, that's fine. Or you could be self-taught, but we need to learn. One thing about that I've come to realize is that this pandemic, or whatever you want to call it, it has shifted how people are doing business. So you need to realize that you need to take your stuff more off or more e-commerce side than the brick and mortar, because I've saw historical places close during this time. I was like driving down the street one day and I looked to the side. I was like, wow, they're gone. They were a business that had been around for a long time, but when you're not ready to, or you're not equipped to make a shift, then this is what happened. So I'm bringing to you the one and only Mr. Brian Battle. He is a family man. He is a man about business, about town. I have great respect for you. So without further ado, I want you to put your hands together and the crowd goes wow. See, I had to do all of that. Y'all ain't ready for me. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all better get ready. Come on, King. Give it to him. Dun, 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 dun,
Absolutely.
dun, 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 dun. I feel like I should
Yeah.
play the Rocky song or something.
Sister Wanda, I just got number love for you. You that blonde bombshell, my sister Queen, that has so much love and respect for, because you bring so much energy, so much excitement, so much knowledge, so much passion. I'm honored today to be a part of this broadcast. So thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. I know you got a busy schedule, you got a lot of stuff going on, got to take care of this business, but we got to educate the people on Black history, what it feels like being Black, and what we need to be doing in our Blackness. This is the month that was given to us, and I said, you know what? I feel like we are underutilizing it. So I want to take the wheels off the train and just let that thing roll on out of here.
All right.
And I need people like you that are passionate about what they do. I need people like you that are serious about helping people win in the space of finance, money, family, relationships, because you can't possibly be winning in money if you're not winning in your household. You
Yes.
teach your children how to win, you teach your wife how to win, y'all are winning together. So that's what I love about you, and just the power that you possess, Mr. Get Down to Lay Down.
Appreciate you. That means so much to me. I appreciate it.
So I'm gonna move out your way, and I just want you to tell people a little bit more about yourself, and then we're gonna start into our conversation.
Absolutely. Again, it's a pleasure to be a part of this platform. I appreciate Sister Wanda for actually inviting me on here. I'm humbled, and I don't take this time for granted. Like she said, my name is Brian Battle. I'm 49 years of age. I'll be 50 years old this year. I've been almost a half a century. I'm blessed beyond measure, had my challenges in life. But my background is like anybody else who took the traditional route. I was the first one in my family to graduate from college. I wasn't the first to go to college, but I was the first to graduate. And it took me 6 years to get a 4-year degree, because I changed colleges multiple times. But I found what I had my passion in, which is sales and marketing. And then when I realized after graduating from college and I got married, here's the thing: I got married 2 days before I graduated to the love of my life. We had a child on the way, and I thought I had everything made because I was the first one to graduate. But I soon realized after graduating from college, getting this 4-year degree, that I was broke because I wasn't making enough money with my very first job to take care of myself, my wife, and my child that's going to be born soon. After getting my first paycheck, I realized, you know what? I took all these years in college for 6 years to get this paycheck, and I'm still behind the 8 ball. And then I learned very quickly from a gentleman who flat out changed my life about finances. And he said, Brian, you have a good career, but right now they did not teach you about money. And he said, you got to learn how to leverage your time and how to get exponential growth from the money you're making, and learn how to make money while you're sleeping. And he sat down and taught me some lessons outside of my business school about practicality, not theory, of how the wealthy gain incomes that they make. And that's where I am today. I'm just here to share information about my spirituality, about Black History Month and what it means to me, and also why it's important that we create a foundation financially for our families and our community across the board. So that's me in a nutshell. It's a lot more I could talk about, but I don't want to be too long-winded, family. You're on mute, Sister Wanda.
I was getting it too. I said, that's great. That's great. A lot of times we talk about that road of education, and it doesn't it doesn't come with that financial piece. They just say go, go get the education, but there's more to it. So I love the fact that you're in the space of educating us on, finance, on, helping us be maintain sustainable financial literacy and all this other kind of stuff. So today I want to know for you, Mr. Battle, what does Black History Month mean to you?
Wow. It's Black History Month to me is like it's like an onion. You got to peel back different layers because I look at it from a standpoint that our ancestors sacrificed so much for us to get to the point where someone decided to go ahead and designate a month for Black History Month. Now we got to look back in 1926 when the precursor was, Carter G. Woodson, and when we had what was called I want to say Negro History Week.
Week,
It
right.
was one week. And now we have a full month. But I look at it from a standpoint that even though we have a month to celebrate us and to let the world know of our greatness, that every day needs to be Black History Day, in my personal opinion, because we have so much greatness inside of us that the world doesn't know. And that's why we have the word history, because it's his story that was created to kind of, I ain't gonna say kind of whitewash what Black people have done over the years, that we have to wake up and understand that we contribute so much to the way the world is today. We're the blueprint. If we look at everything that's going on in this world today, from fashion to religion to economy to anything we do, the world is saying we are the blueprint, and people study us every single day. And the thing is, we got to get to the point that we not understand that we are kings and queens. So I appreciate when Sister Wanda says king, and I call it queen, because we got to teach these lessons about our history and our ancestors to live up to what they've done to progress our people a lot further with advancements in technology, from finance and spirituality. This is our moment in time. We all got to take our part and make sure that the world knows about it. But more importantly, it's our younger people, our newborns. Start teaching them now our history so they can actually embody the strength and understanding that we come from great lineage. We come from great people, that we're trying to identify who we are, to get knowledge of self about who we are, so that if we don't know our history, we don't know what's going to happen in our future. We don't want to repeat history. We want to improve the history for this generation to come behind us. So Black history means so much to me.
Absolutely. And you're absolutely right. I say that we celebrate, and one person I'd always give a shout out to is Tom Joyner. When he was on air, he would always celebrate Black History 365 days a year, and it was every day he gave a Black History fact. I had the opportunity of homeschooling my grandson a couple years ago, and I made it a point to teach him something about history. He studied. I had him learn like the African pledge, just different things like that. We challenged work as it came in, because of still, although we was homeschooled, we were still part of the state system, and we challenged stuff. So when they talked about like the blood of tears, like I really broke that down to him. I said, this is when they took the land from the Indians, and that blood of tears with them traveling feet and walking and dying on the roads and all this other kind of stuff. So to give him that different perspective, because we know that the history books, they're not correct. They changed the narrative because they don't want us to know how powerful we are, but we prove it every day, because we constantly stand against, and especially our Black men come against the fire every day. And I make a point about raising up my brothers every single day. And that's why with honor, I call you king, and I call the men in my life kings. And I raise my grandchildren in that same respect. When my grandson, I always tell the story, when my grandson was 4, he told me that he had a special gift. And I said, what was that? And he said, my gift is kindness. So then I started calling him the king of kindness.
Wow.
So I think that no matter if we, and you said it, you said like, we have to teach our children. So why this time right here is so important. So for anybody listening, I'm talking to Mr. Brian Battle. And Brian, where you from?
I'm from the DMV, not the Department of
Okay.
Motor Vehicles. DC, Maryland, Virginia. I'm from the state of Maryland.
And y'all had a lot of activity going over there just not long ago.
I know. They trying to bring down the house over here.
They was cutting up. They was cutting the rug. So
Absolutely.
and you know you said something very interesting. I want to know from your perspective, how are you today helping people win?
Wow, great question. The way I look at it is that it's about the foundation of understanding the educational process, what we're going through. And I always tell people, we hear this all the time, and say, if you want to hide something from Black people, put it into a book. We hear that all the time. See, my parents used to make fun of me. It's like, okay, they called me Butch when I was growing up. I don't know where my mom got it from, but I'm one of those guys that people call Butch. And they
Okay.
said, you always knew what Butch was in the house because there was always a book. Because I come from a modest household, but we didn't do a lot of traveling and so forth. But what I would do, I would take a book, an encyclopedia. For those that are, Generation X and Z, y'all don't know what encyclopedias are.
No.
But I'll open up an encyclopedia and I will read, and what it would do to open up my imagination to the world of knowledge, whether I travel to a certain place or not. So what I really impress upon with individuals that open up a book. If you really want to know about yourself, about your history, find books about you that's written by people that look like you, that's going to give you the unadulterated truth about our power and our source and where we come from. One of my mentors from afar is Dr. Claude Anderson.
Oh, I love Dr. Claude Anderson.
So you know where I'm going. So Dr. Claude Anderson is one of those high-level economic people that's been on multiple administrations. We talk about presidents and what he's able to do from the cabinet position he was in, and how he's able to affect change for the Black community as a whole, as people as a whole. And in some of his books, he talks about, Black labor, white wealth. And we got to understand that the wealth of the world is being based upon the backs of our
Back to the book.
ancestors from Black folks. And
Mhm.
because we did so much and we didn't get paid for it, that's why so many people are so economically and advanced than us. One thing he talked about, and it's why it's so important, and I talk about getting into books. He said, and it's documented, that when we came out of slavery, we only had 1/2 of 1% of the world's wealth. If we look at it today, we still have 1/2 of 1% of the world's wealth. And we're trying to figure out, from the time slavery was put in place and 300, 400 years behind, why are we still in the same place? We have to educate ourselves to understand our history. But more importantly, we got to come together as a community and talk about how we can work together as a unit to take our resources and start acquiring land. So I talk about reading books and understanding our history, understanding what we need to do to build, to come together as a community. And I always start with the youngsters. I'm real big on the youngsters when I say that the preteens, individuals that are 18 to 30, because that's the foundation. I'm 49 years old. I'm about to turn 50 years old. I'm one of those guys who maybe that mentor, but we have those kings, those young kings and queens out there that are going to be the warriors that's going to come behind us. So we want to arm them with all the information they need to progress our generation. So I'm real big about books. I mean, I sit here and I got books right in front of me that I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys can see them. All about powernomics. When you look at powernomics and what we need to do to establish those aspects of our community, we got to get the foundation. The first thing we got to do, come together as a unit and pool our resources. Start getting land. This is very important. We got to understand technology, understanding how to help our folks understand technology is going to take us to the next level. Technology and understanding where the banking systems are going and understand how the banking system was set up. It's all about understanding why things were put in place for some people to prosper, and also put in place for some people to be lagging behind. And why that 1% of the population control 99% of the population. It's all about educating yourself. So I'm very big about those books, digging into the books and understanding our history and why we're here.
I love it. I love it because you hit it dead on. And I just recently read an article that Bill Gates is the biggest landowner. He just purchased the most. He owns the most land right now.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay. So, and what you're saying, we've heard this and we've heard about how we need to unify, how we have must come together. And we gotta break these systems that, this struggle that we have within our community. We have to break it. So I just have to do my part and you're doing your part. And as we keep gathering, for the rest of the month, I want people to understand this is why I'm bringing people to you that you can connect with, because you have a lot of things going on and people can come and be a part of whatever you have going on, because I know it's going to be powerful. I know it's going to help them win. What to date, and this might be a hard question, but to date, what has been your most memorable influence as it comes to Black history?
Wow.
It
Okay.
could be a person or a place or
Okay.
a combination.
I got a good one for you. My namesake. And I always talk about why it's important to start in the family unit first. I look at my son, Brian Battle Jr., as one of my inspirations. He's 25 years of age. And when he decided to go to college, he went to the same college where I met my wife at Hampton University. He said, because I'm third generation, I want to make sure I go to university and I want to make my own name. And from that moment, he's been doing certain things to progress himself, to make his his first name, his last name profound. So my son took the path of going into ROTC. He's an Army officer. He's a first lieutenant. He's about to be promoted to captain. The most memorable thing about him, as far as the current history, when I look at Black history, is that he is the very first person that graduated from Hampton University in the Army ROTC unit as an officer, who's now in the path of being a civil affairs officer. For those individuals who are familiar with the Army and the armed services, civil affairs is something huge when it comes to, diplomacy and what you're doing within the Army unit. He's the very first person in the history of Hampton University Military Services alumni that's going to be a civil affairs officer. So when I look at that, that's the history that I can relate to, because that's my child. Mm-hmm. He's taken all the different gifts and talents that God has given him, and from the community around him that's been pouring into him consistently, and he's actually doing something that's actually creating history within a university environment that he was a part of. So that's real easy for me to think about the current history, because my son is doing it every single day, and I have 2 other kids that are doing it also. So the lessons that he showed me every single day helps me to become a better man. And I always believe, no matter how old you are, there's a lesson learned from someone, whether they're younger than you or they're older than you. There's always room for you to learn. He's helping me become a better father, a better husband, a better brother, a better partner in every single way, because of what he does every day and his commitment to his community and how he's impacting everyone around him as well. So that's why I look at it from that standpoint.
I love it. 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 Let me just go to our viewers here and say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, family, for tuning in. Thank you. Felicia said yes. Dr. Claude Anderson speaks truth all day. Lisa's tuning in. She said, hello, kings and queens. She also put a comment that knowledge is power, the implementation. And she said, wonderful that your legacy you have set for that legacy that you have set for your son. So thank you guys. Thank you for sharing. I get goosebumps every time I hear one of my guests speak, because it speaks to my soul. And we're in this together, and we just going to have to keep doing what we're doing, keep helping people, keep shining the light on truth, keep being conscious of what we're doing. Brian, I want you to just let people know what you have coming up and also how to get in touch with you. Because believe it or not, our time is coming to a close.
The party's about to shut down.
The party never ends. Okay.
There we go.
But we have
this segment. Absolutely. Some of the things I'm working on right now, I'm real big on the financial side of the house. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm really big on understanding the movement of money. And right now, cryptocurrency, a lot of people hear about it, but they just don't know how to get involved. It's so important that our people, particularly men and women that look like us, are involved in cryptocurrency, because the major banks, Bank of America, JP Morgan, they have the most patents on blockchain technology when it comes to cryptocurrency. See, at one time they were against it, but now they're for it. So if the banks are doing it, what's going to happen? Mass adoption is going to come. So the ones who recognize cryptocurrency and get involved now can ride the wave out and capitalize financially on just small movements of the coins that are taking place. And they're digital. And the beauty about cryptocurrency is that now you control your finances. You become the bank. I become the bank. We control our finances and we can allow our incomes to grow the way we want. So cryptocurrency is the one thing. My background's in sales and marketing, and I'm working on a project right now for some training that's going to teach people how to advance in sales and marketing. A lot of the gifts and talents I've learned has been through network marketing. I'm going to actually take that information, I'm going to put into a sales training program for my well-being, because I got so much I can pour into it. And look out for that in the next 30 days. That program is going to be in place. I'm going to be sharing it with individuals and just letting people know what it takes to become the top 1% of the sales force of a company you're working for. Because I've always been the top 1%, made tremendous amount of income in corporate America. So I'm going to incorporate the knowledge I've learned through corporate America along with what I've learned in network marketing and put it into a program for everyone to take a part of as well. So cryptocurrency and sales training is on the works. If you need to get in contact with me, my number's at the bottom of the screen. I have no problem. People have my cell phone number, or reach out to me on IG. I am Brian Battle and on Instagram. And you can find me on Facebook, Brian Battle on Facebook. And I'm the one with the bald head. And I got a picture of myself and my family and a small little picture profile.
Thank you.
Reach out to me.
Thank you so much, Brian. Y'all give it up. If this was value to you, please put a 1 down in the comments. If this was a value to you, please put a 1 down in the comments. And they already saying they appreciate you for sharing and inspiring us. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Brian, I'm just going to slide you over, but just so I can say a few more words to our people, and then we're going to have a great day today. So again, King Ashe, thank you. I really, really, truly appreciate you.
Appreciate you too, Queen. I'm humbled, and I thank you so much for inviting me on. Thank you again.
You're welcome. Guys, that has been Brian Battle. Yes, Mr. Get Down or Lay Down. And you know what? I have really enjoyed myself. That was a rapid fire interview. We could go on and on with that because there's so many things. He mentioned layers and onions and peeling back layers, and that's a beautiful part of a discussion. There is so many layers that you can go with it. I want you to take this information and I want you to tag somebody right now in this conversation, although it's ended, so maybe they can go back and watch it. And also, I would like for you to share it amongst your peers, your family, your friends, your foes, and join me tomorrow. Let's see who's going to be on tomorrow. Oh, snaps. I got Miss Regina Sunshine Robinson is on tomorrow. This is a powerhouse coming on tomorrow. Like every day. So we're going to keep winning. This is Black History Month celebration. We are Black History. This is the I Am Enough talk show. I am Wanda D. Hollis, the Motivational Queen, and I appreciate you. I appreciate your time, and I thank you so much for joining us today. I am going to say to you, remember who you are. Never forget where you've been and keep your eyes on the prize of where you're going. Our ancestors paved the way, and we have to just walk the path. We have to set the trail for others coming behind us. So never forget how great you are, okay? I love you, love you, love you. And there is absolutely nothing, and I mean nothing, that you can do about it. Peace and bye for now. Hey y'all, it's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, your accountability coach helping you get it done. What is it that you need to get done? I can help you get on the media and make more money. Get that exposure you're looking for. So come see me. Check me out, all social media, under Wanda D Hollis, yes, my government name. And you can also follow my website at IamEnough365.com. That's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, and I look forward to seeing you soon.